everybody, my name is Jared and today I'm going to be reviewing for you The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas is a stop-motion animated movie about a skeleton who completely ruins everything and suffers no consequences for his actions. At least that's how I'd summarize it up in one sentence if somebody asked me to do it. But yeah, it is a stop-motion movie, and as the title suggests, it is both a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. At least in my opinion. I mean, I suppose it's more of a Halloween movie, considering that it's got a lot more Halloween elements in there than Christmas elements. But I still like to watch it around December. I mean, if it's got Christmas in the name, it's probably a Christmas movie. So you can't stop me. So what happens in the movie? The story takes place in a town called Halloween Town, where all the Halloween monsters gather to, figure out plans to scare us. And the scariest of these monsters is Jack Skellington, a very, 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 very tall skeleton who is the main character of the story. However, after possibly centuries of doing the same thing over and over again, that being scaring us on Halloween, which is today, he gets tired of it and he longs for something new, but he doesn't tell everybody else because he doesn't think that they would understand. The only monster who does understand is a Frankenstein ragdoll scarecrow thing girl named Sally who has feelings for him, but she doesn't tell him either for some reason. So one day, Jack accidentally wanders into Christmas Town and learns all about Christmas. After that, he gathers up a bunch of Christmas stuff as he can and brings it back to Halloween Town, where he tells Halloween Town about it. He spends hours and hours researching this new Christmas thing, and eventually comes to the conclusion that it's for everyone, which is true, but he also somehow comes to the conclusion that he should be running Christmas and not Santa Claus, which, as you know, could all go down to heck. So then Sally somehow has a vision that everything could go wrong, but does she try to do anything in her power to prevent it? No. She really doesn't until like the last second, but we'll get to that later. So for the next few months, Jack prepares Halloween Town to get ready for Christmas while the boogeyman's sidekicks capture Santa Claus and bring him to him. On Christmas Eve, when Sally tries to stop Jack using this little fog machine, but Jack's dog, Zero, just so happens to have a Rudolph nose, and he flies off. So Sally goes to rescue Santa for some reason, and then Jack is doing his Christmas Eve thing. The only problem is Halloween Town is more prepared for Halloween things, not Christmas things. So during Jack's little Halloween Christmas thing, everything is completely ruined. Like the trees are ruined, the presents are like replaced with these little monstrosity things. They even shoot Jack out of the sky because of how horrible it is. Like it's actually pretty fun when you see the movie. So after this, Jack just sort of wakes up. He sort of shrugs it off as if nothing happened because he's like, all right, I did that. Now I want to go back to Halloween. So he does. So before he does that, he goes back to Halloween Town, rescues Santa Claus who fixes Christmas, and that's basically it, actually. That's the whole plot of the movie. So what did I like about this movie? There are a lot of things to like in it, including the stop motion. The stop motion isn't as good as other stop motion movies that I've seen, which are going to remain anonymous for some reason. But yeah, the stop motion is really good, and it makes it seem like the characters aren't, moving in slow motion like they usually are with stop motion movies. I mean, they are sometimes in this movie, but yeah, the stop motion is good, and the scenery for Halloween Town is amazing. Halloween Town is actually the best location in the movie because of how well it's designed. You can tell it's Halloween Town because of all the monsters and ghouls that you would normally see on Halloween Day, and the little song called "Making Christmas," where you see Halloween Town, working on Christmas, is the best part of the whole movie because it transitions from Halloween Town to Christmas Town, and you know that something really bad is going to happen with Jack's Christmas because of all the very, very, very horrible toys they're designing in Halloween Town and all the good toys they're designing in Christmas Town. And speaking of Jack's Christmas, that section is also really good because it shows on how Halloween and Christmas doesn't really mix at all, and how the toys are coming to life and attacking the children, and people are locking their doors and windows and everything like that. Yes, the songs were good too. Like Jack Skellington himself had a lot of songs, songs. That was one of the things that bothered me about the movie. But whenever a Halloween member sung a song besides Jack, it was pretty good because the stop motion was good. The animations came to life, and you could tell what the song was supposed to be about, I suppose. And now for the parts that I didn't like about the movie. One thing that I didn't like about the movie was the Boogeyman's, like, minions, the Boogie Boys. I didn't really feel like they were there other than to just kidnap the Easter Bunny by accident and sing that one little song. And I could never really get with that one little song because it just seemed, I don't know, I just didn't really like it. And then there's the little part about Jack's relationship with Sally. Now, Sally is shown to have feelings for Jack, and then in the end they end up, getting together. The only problem with that is they have almost no interactions throughout the entire movie whatsoever. So it felt like them getting together in the end was kind of forced and just us there for a happy ending. Another thing I didn't like was, like I said, the fact that Jack had so many songs. I felt like the plot focused a little too much on him, even though he was the main character. Like a lot of the other residents of Halloween Town seemed interesting, especially Sally and the mayor. I feel like if the movie focused more on the three of them and not just the one of them, that being Jack, it could have been a better movie. Yeesh carambas. And yeah, that's about all I have to say for this movie, actually. Like I said, the stop motion is sometimes okay. Jack gets too many songs and credit, but that's all outdone by the amazing visuals, the scenery, the songs are good, the little Jack's Christmas part is good, making Christmas is good, and almost all of it is pretty good. So with that being said, I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not subscribe? Maybe leave a like down below, and I will see you in the next video.